After months of anticipation, Battlefield 6 has officially launched its first season, and with it, a lot of expectations. Players want to see meaningful improvements, new content, and proof that this game can finally stand shoulder to shoulder with the franchise's best. In this video, we're taking a serious, balanced look at Season 1, covering the gameplay changes, the new maps and modes, performance and polish, and what the community is saying so far. Whether this season is a turning point or just another cautious step forward, that's what we're here to find out. Let's start with gameplay, the core of every Battlefield experience. Season 1 brings several notable changes that immediately shift how matches play out. The new weapons, like the SOR 300C carbine, the minifix sniper, and a new secondary pistol, each fill distinct roles. The SOR feels fast and reliable for close to mid-range, while the minifix brings that classic long-range punch with clean animations and strong recoil feedback. Attachment variety has been expanded too, giving you more freedom to fine-tune your loadouts. And for the first time since launch, it feels like weapon customization actually matters. You can noticeably tailor handling and aim speed to your own playstyle. We also get two new modes spread across phases of the season. Strike Point, a tight 4 vs 4 single life mode, brings a more tactical, high-stakes feel to the game. It's clear DICE wants to cater to smaller, competitive experiences. Then there's Sabotage, an 8 vs 8 mode that leans into objective-based chaos, offering fast-paced skirmishes in tighter maps. Now these modes are fun in short bursts, but they're very different from what long-time Battlefield fans expect. If you're looking for that large-scale combined arms chaos, tanks, air support, infantry across vast terrain, these smaller modes might feel like a side experiment rather than the main event. On the technical side, weapon and vehicle balance has been fine-tuned. Engineers can no longer melt aircraft in seconds. Anti-tank and anti-air damage has been adjusted to reduce frustration. Overall, the balance feels smoother, though certain vehicles still dominate open maps. Community feedback has been mixed. Many players say the gameplay feels faster and more fluid. Others think it's too fast, especially on smaller maps where fights break out instantly and tactical pacing is lost. It's clear DICE is still searching for that sweet spot between intensity and strategy. Map design has always been the heart of Battlefield, the stage where everything either clicks or collapses. Season 1 introduces Blackwell Fields, a sprawling oilfield location with rolling terrain, scattered industrial sites, and open skies perfect for vehicle warfare. It's visually striking and offers plenty of space for armoured combat. But there's a catch. It can sometimes feel too open. Infantry often find themselves exposed, with limited cover, while vehicles dominate the flow of battle. In short, it's a beautiful map, but not always a balanced one. Looking ahead, the upcoming Eastwood map might be the real star of this season. Set in suburban California, complete with golf courses and residential areas, it promises that signature Battlefield mix of chaos and variety. Vehicles weave through neighborhoods, infantry fight across lawns and rooftops. It feels more dynamic, more alive. If Blackwell Fields represents the old-school, wide-open warfare, Eastwood feels like modern Battlefield finally finding its rhythm. The content rollout this season is structured in phases. New maps, modes, and cosmetics dropping gradually instead of all at once. It's a smart strategy for longevity, but it does mean the early weeks can feel light. For players expecting a flood of content on day one, that pacing might disappoint. Another ongoing debate, map size. Some players think the maps are shrinking, more arena style, less sandbox, compared to older titles like Battlefield 3 or 4. That tighter scale does make combat more intense, but it also removes some of the grand, unpredictable moments that defined Battlefield in the past. Still, credit where it's due. The level design feels more intentional than it did at launch. Objectives are better placed, sightlines are clearer, and spawns are less chaotic. It's a step in the right direction. Next, let's talk performance and polish, two areas that make or break any live service shooter. From early testing, performance has seen major improvements. Battlefield 6 runs noticeably smoother than during its beta period. Frame rates are stable, texture streaming is faster, and load times are shorter. On modern hardware, you can easily maintain high settings without drops, even during large-scale firefights. Visually, the Frostbite engine continues to impress. Lighting, weather transitions, and destruction effects look fantastic. Explosions feel weighty, and the sound design, particularly in surround setups, remains one of the best in the genre. That said, not everything is perfect. A few players are reporting persistent bugs with progression tracking and assignments not updating properly. It's frustrating, especially in a game where grinding unlocks is part of the fun. Balance patches have also continued to roll out quickly. Weapon tuning, recoil fixes, and anti-air adjustments are proof that the developers are paying attention. It's a clear sign of responsiveness, something Battlefield 2042 lacked at launch. Overall, Battlefield 6 feels far more polished than its predecessors at this stage. It's not flawless, but for most players, performance is no longer the barrier. Content and balance are. So, how has the community responded? Early reactions have been cautiously optimistic. And for Battlefield, that's a big deal. Players on Reddit and Discord have praised the improvements in gunplay and performance, calling it a genuine step forward. Many are saying this finally feels like Battlefield again, though not everyone agrees. The biggest points of criticism so far revolve around map scale and pacing. Some feel the new layouts are too tight, favouring fast, chaotic engagements over tactical teamwork. Others miss the sprawling, sandbox-like chaos of earlier games. There's also concern that content drops might be too slow to keep long-term interest high. But perhaps most importantly, there's hope again. Season 1 feels like DICE listening to the player base, even if they haven't fully nailed it yet. And that's something Battlefield fans haven't felt in a long time. Let's break it down. Here's where Battlefield 6 Season 1 stands so far. Pros: strong technical improvements and stable performance. Meaningful new weapons and modes that expand gameplay variety. Visuals and audio are top tier. Classic Frostbite immersion. Promising new map, Eastwood, that may redefine this season's legacy. Cons: Blackwell Fields feels unbalanced toward vehicles and open sniping. Progression and assignment bugs still frustrate players. Content rollout feels a bit thin early on. The faster pacing and smaller maps may alienate classic Battlefield fans. In short, Season 1 isn't revolutionary, but it's encouraging. It shows direction, intent, and a developer actively improving its game. It's a reminder that Battlefield isn't done yet. So those are my early impressions of Battlefield 6 Season 1. A promising start with a few lingering flaws. The foundation is stronger, but there's still work to do. If DICE can keep this momentum and deliver consistent content, Battlefield 6 could finally hit its stride. But I want to hear from you. How are you finding the new maps and modes? Has Season 1 brought you back to Battlefield, or are you still on the fence? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this review helpful, drop a like, subscribe for more deep dive coverage, and I'll see you on the battlefield.